name's Richard Dove and I am Multicultural Liaison Officer for Victoria Police for the western suburbs of Melbourne. Since 2006, the program has been running, taking young people in the community who have arrived in Australia as refugees, developing their leadership skills through a series of programs and camps so that they can be a role model for others in the community. Over a period of time, we've worked with over 100 participants, and a lot of the Karen and the South Sudanese who made up that program were all fairly new. Most of them had been here less than a year. And so we were really learning about them at that time, and we knew very little. But we also learnt that there was a difference in the way in which they came to Australia. So the Karen sat in refugee camps for up to 20, 25 years, and some of our young people were even born in the refugee camp and had just arrived in Australia, and this was their first experience of what it was like to be in Australia, this positive program. So at the moment we have Hobsons Bay Council, represented through Multicultural Services and Youth Services, and Scott Sutton, who's Youth Resource Officer of Hobsons Bay, and also Western Bulldogs through their settlement program. They actually receive funding to settle refugees and get them involved in sport. So Kimmy Lay from Western Bulldogs is involved in that. We all bring our own expertise and something that we've got to give to the program, and I think that's what's made it the success that it is today.
My name is Rick Kimbamba, and my nickname is Rick Boss. And currently I'm studying the community at the university and working with the community, getting more involved in the community. I came from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and because of the political issues, that's why we had to flee the country. Coming to Australia, I had to learn the language, and I really had a hard time dealing with that. English was not my first language, and it was hard for me to express myself. And for it, I remember always walking with a dictionary wherever I was going to. If I was going to the shop, going to buy an egg, I have to show people, read first in my bilingual dictionary, and it was hard for me to understand each other, to understand the person. The first activity that I did with the community was about the leadership program. The word, first of all, leadership, really got my attention and interests me because I'm going to learn more about leadership, living with people, life in general. It has helped me to improve my English, communicating with people, having that confidence among people, as a group, as a team, and being more like social, helping the community. At the start, when I was coming, this kind of thing I never done before. I never done that back in where I came from. I felt also a sense of belonging there, that I can actually contribute a lot to the community. And I was asked if I can come back to be like a mentor into the second leadership program, how to make a leadership program even better than what we did before. The first one was more about the leadership style. But the second one, we were planning more to make it fun, and people were going to learn all the leadership style through the activities that we'll be doing. And it didn't just stop there. One day I received a letter from the council telling me that, when I opened the letter, starting with the congratulations, you are the new citizen of the year. At the start I didn't get it, because I didn't know the real meaning of Young Citizen of the Year. My pictures, my face was everywhere on the road, and that actually also turned me into like a figure that everybody was looking and knowing me and inspiring other people's life. Being the first example of being a good leader, so that can inspire them to become also good, even better than me. I came to learn that the point of living life is just about doing what you love doing and changing people's life. If you can do things, then that's amazing.
My name is Ima. I'm a Korean ethnic in Burma. I live in the refugees camp for 23 years in my whole life. We don't have many opportunities. We live with lack of education, health, especially we can't freely move. We can't go outside the camp. We have a long civil war in Burma, especially Korean and the Burmese conflict for over 60 years. It's really hard to live there, but we managed for 23 years. So at that time, my parents decided we're going to move to another country to seek a better life. Even though I'm from Burma, I'm not a Burmese citizen. And also, I'm growing up in Thailand. I'm not a Thai citizen. So it means I'm not belonging to any country. So becoming an Australian citizen, that means something, I belong here, this is my country. For me, I just have to start from the beginning when as a kid, start step by step. That one, it's like a new baby in this country. One of my friends, she was participating in the program before, so she talked to me because I was in the country just not that long, for just only a year, and then I didn't have any activities to participate, to be involved within the leadership or in the mainstream community. The benefit of the leadership program is the connection, the networking, and also you know more about the system here, and then you get to know the service provider. It's give me a new ideas where it's totally different from where I from. I think it's not a good leader. A leader, you stand up and lead someone, you tell someone to do things like that, but it feel good about yourself, I think. I feel good. And I'm doing a radio program. It's really good for me. I learned the skill. It's good for the other people, the community, to listen to the program. I'm studying a social work at the RMIT. I really want to work overseas, maybe in Burma or Thailand. I want to be around with people, helping people. If I work with them, it's more going to be a benefit for them and also for me to get more experience to help people who didn't have a chance to get those support.
My full name is Popopo Anita Senba. I was born in 1995, a life in the refugee camp. As a child, for me, it was really fun. A lot of friends, a lot of games. There's 7 or 8 different refugees camp across Thai border. My background's Korean and my parents, my mom from Burma, but we're not Burmese, we're Korean. In 2000, my dad went to the forest and disappeared. He didn't come back. We didn't know whether he alive or dead. I just wish I can change that time and wish I spent more time with him. We came in Australia, just me, my sister, my mom and my brother, 4 of us. I'll be the first one in Senba family finish year 12. I'll be the first one finish school in Australia. It means something to us, for some people it's not, but for us it is something. Sometimes I thought that the friends I made in leadership programs is closer than the friends I made at school. I think it's because we get to do different things together. The scariest one is giant swing because it's 21 meter high. I went up to the top. I forgot to pull the red rope because if you pull the red rope, it will let you go. I forgot to pull it and then they're like, pull the red rope. I'm like, yeah, pulled it and I'm just like wish away and I scream. I'm really scared. After this giant swing, I was like, I can do that. That's nothing, It just feels good, like breathtaking. We have I-Lead camp. That's after Hobson Bay camp. Jay's the one who points me to go to the camp. I'm so glad that she picked me. She didn't forget me. We went horse riding and we get like our own t-shirt. We make them and The theme of the program is, for our group, it's love your culture, never forget it. We went surfing at Angus Seas. It was my first time surfing. I'm really worried that I'm going to drown, but I did surf and I did stand up on the board. It felt really good. Everyone's like cheering, which is amazing feedback. I thought I'm the only refugees, but actually I'm not. There's other people that have tough time than me. I should consider myself always lucky. Becoming a police officer would fulfill my dream. I want to go there as a recruit. One of the excursions, we get to go to police academy. I didn't know they're going to be that fun or that playful. They were officer, you know, they're meant to be a bit, but they're really fun. For me, a good leader is you have to understand people. You can't discriminate them due to their education level or anything. A good leader is always there to help people and just to work with them no matter what. And when they heard a word thank you, that what they happy like.
I learnt that even though a person can live 20 to 25 years in a refugee camp, that they can still have a very positive outlook on life, and that it doesn't matter where you've come from or what experience you've had in your life or how traumatic. Culture is culture, but also people are people, and the things that they want are exactly the same. That a person can hold on to their culture, who they are, because that's their identity, but they also become a part of the community. And in doing that, they bring who they are, their culture, their new way into this and actually have something positive to bring. And then that is kind of rewarded through all of Australia receiving something new and better.